and a pleasant good evening to you and yours. And welcome to Brevard Sports Network here at Catherine Ford Field at Kelly Stadium, where tonight it is the FHSAA Class 1A Region 2 Lacrosse Regional Quarterfinals between the Holy Trinity Tigers and the Montverde Academy Eagles. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski, joined alongside our play-by-play guy tonight, Mr. Jackson Robb. And Jackson, we're going to stand for the national anthem, and then we'll be back to tell you about this one.
Almighty God, we give you humble thanks for the gift.
Anthem. Alan Slaughter-Zinski and Jackson Robb with you from Catherine Ford Field here at Kelly Stadium at Holy Trinity. Let's start with the visitors tonight. They are the Montverde Academy Eagles, coached by head coach Chris Spalding. His fourth year, Jackson, at Montverde. And although he's 38, just 6 wins over 500 at Montverde. In the 10 years at Lake Prep, he won 176 games, went to the state championship 7 times, and won 4 of that. As if Coach Spalding isn't enough, they also have his director of player development and assistant coach Brooks Sweet. Coach Brooks, all Coach Brooks has done is the father of STX Lacrosse and in multiple Hall of Fames, including the U.S. Lacrosse National Hall of Fame. Jackson, I'm going to ask you point blank, and I hate to put you on the spot, how much does coaching play in once we get to this part of the season?
It makes all the difference. Not all the difference. You got a lot, obviously, coming on the talent of the players, but especially at a high school level, you rely on your coaches. You fall back on your coaches when something goes wrong. They're there to help you. The seniors are a big part. Obviously, the talent is a big part here at Holy Trinity, but that coaching is a big deal. It's going to be hard to out-coach those kind of guys, so you're going to have to rely on your guys to make the plays on the field, and especially come playoff time, those coaches are a big deal.
Bobby, man, what's going on, buddy? All right. The other thing I want to ask you about is the Holy Trinity Tigers, because as we saw for Holy Trinity, look, they steamrolled through the first part of their schedule. They were 13-0, Jackson. As their schedule got more difficult down the stretch, look, they played with those great teams in the state, but then collapsed in the second half. They need to make halftime adjustments here tonight, but they are missing quite a few players. The flu bug is bitting them, and, of course, the injury bug is here as well.
Yeah, I talked about it in the pregame show. It's going to be a next man up for Holy Trinity tonight. Whoever steps up, whoever it may be, has got to make the plays that they're designated to make. You don't have to do too much. You definitely can't do too little. With a team like Holy Trinity, they're talented from top to bottom. I think they'll be all right, but it will be a step back.
All right, we're getting ready for the face-off. Jackson Bean, 55% Bean is this year in the face-off circle. Jackson, he's as good as they come here in the county. And it looks like he's going to square off against number 23, Xander Brasher, a freshman. Xander Brasher, a freshman for Montverde.
And we're underway. Brasher gets the jump and takes it on the attack. Quick touch from Montverde. Quick pass down low. Ball swatted away and stolen by Holy Trinity, but a hard check. Ball hits the ground, and Montverde gets possession right back. The good defense was by Dex Phipps. And now here comes Montverde again, passing it across, dropping the ball. Got to pass and catch, especially when you get to the playoffs. Number one fundamental, coaches will tell you, and I know these ones do. Pass across now at the top of the box. That's Jacob Willis. And Willis holds as they get their players in, sitting in a yellow formation. As they slow it down, Holy Trinity is going to go out to meet him. Good move inside Willis. That's a hard check to the head, no foul. Ball bounces low, and that one will roll out of bounds. Same pass behind they dropped before. They miss it again, and it's Holy Trinity ball.
The only concerning thing that I saw there was the quick attack by Montverde, but Holy Trinity with a good defense there, a nice check, and by Julian Warden, and back the other way they come.
And it's good to have Julian Warden back for them. He was out for a few games with a concussion, apparently had a broken finger as well, but he's back, and there he is with the ball. Julian Warden streaking down the sideline, has a step on the defense, takes a check, rolls back to X, pass up top. It's tipped and scooped up by Ryan Peterson. He goes down, ball goes down with him. Right in front, Hawkins behind the back, still has it, shot. Goalie was looking for it. That was an opportunity. Good defense and a good chase, and Montverde will get the ball back.
Good pressure there by Holy Trinity. I like the little over-the-back shot there. It was all he was afforded, and I like the aggressive nature of the shot.
Ball up the sideline. Great clear by Montverde. Nathaniel Stewart with it. Long pole gets rid of it. Now pass down to number 21, Cohen Woodland, their leading goal scorer. Pass up top. Good ball movement. Another name to watch, Seth Eisenhower. Those are their top two goal scorers. You see them situated down around GLE. Going to get a dodge up top by Willis. Good defense by Julian Warden. Willis passes back to Brennan Williams. Now all the way across. Back up top to Williams. Two-man game with Tyler McTaggart as the ball moves around behind. Quick dodge inside, trying to get a good look, good pass. Ball flicked out of the stick on the catch, and it's scooped up as Holy Trinity trying to flip the field up ahead. Shopke got the ground ball. Phipps can't get it on the pass as Montverde right back on offense. Holy Trinity has some good defensive plays. They got to handle the ball for the clears as Montverde holds it behind the goal at X. Quick pass tipped up in the air, down, but they still can't get the ground ball. Scooped up now by Holy Trinity. They got to clear it. Flag down, hits him in the head. Now Holy Trinity with an early opportunity to go man up. That is big as Justin Cole streaking down the sideline. All the way up to midfield. Pass behind Andrew Turner. One of the players we heard that got the flu bug. He comes up, back to Julian Warden, and he will step it into the box as they're going to do some subbing here. Get their offense where they want it to be.
And Jackson already Holy Trinity with an advantage because at this point last year, Montverde led this game 3-0.
Dylan Gibson cranks a shot, deflected by the goalkeeper, Andrew Chahansky. And with that, that will send the Holy Trinity man up with 8:56 to go in quarter number one with a massive opportunity to get the early advantage.
Eric Marr, the head coach for Holy Trinity. As we mentioned in the pregame show, Chris Spalding for Montverde, 7 state championship trips, 4 titles at Lake Highland Prep.
Paglarini will take it in for Holy Trinity, going man up. We'll see how Montverde attacks it, looking like they're in a box and one formation there. 4 guys in a box, 1 guy in the middle controlling the entire middle of the field, but a little bit different as it's flexible. Outside, cranks a shot. Welcome back, Julian Warden with the goal to kick it off with 8:44 to go in the first quarter. Julian Warden.
Didn't look like anything wrong was wrong with his shoulder on that shot.
Well, for Warden, it's the finger and the concussion, the double, and Warden comes back minutes into his first game back, I believe, unless he was back at Cocoa Beach. He was not, so first game back for Julian Warden in quite a few, and he strikes first for the Holy Trinity Tigers.
Beautiful shot in the upper left-hand corner, beat the goalie over his shoulder. Perfect.
Exactly what you want. You get the man up, you convert quickly. That's exactly what you need to do for your Holy Trinity. As they head back to face off, Montverde won the first one, took a quick attack. We'll see what they can do. Offsides jump on Holy Trinity, so it's going to be Eagles ball now. Jacob Willis will get it in, touch it into the box, pass it down behind. Ball bounces struggling to scoop it up. See, I don't know, obviously, who Montverde's played. Talking about field surface, Holy Trinity plays on turf, obviously, every home game, so they have that experience. It's hard in lacrosse. Balls bounce completely different on turf, as well as other aspects play different. So I assume Montverde's definitely played a game on turf. That one, player goes down. That's going to be a trip on Holy Trinity. So now Montverde's going to go man up with a chance to equalize this game.
Man, that was like those look like football flags out there. As many went down.
And that's a hard one, in especially this sport, the high school level. If you get a check-looking suspect, player trips like the way he did.
Come on, it was a little hard.
No, I completely agree.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, I agree, but that's just a penalty. You know, you see a lot, especially at the high school level there, and that puts Holy Trinity man down. They move the ball back to X, as they're going to keep it moving around, keep the ball moving, keep Holy Trinity's defense man down on their toes, as they're going to roll up top off a pick. All the way up, looking for a pass down at GLE. Got to catch that one, and that's going to be Holy Trinity ball.
You know, Jackson, already a couple of times they've had a cutter open in the middle, but unable to catch the pass and shoot, taking the eyes off the ball. It's the same in every sport. Watch the ball into your hands. Watch the ball into the pocket.
Exactly right. They pass it back. Justin Cole ready to clear for Holy Trinity, as he's going to take his time, walk up. They haven't been pressing him. Now they will. Pass sails all the way down. Misses the ground ball. Did he touch it, though? We'll see what the ref says. No, he did not. Montverde ball behind. They're still man up. So that's the thing with that missed possession down there by the Eagles. This would be big if Holy Trinity could kill this penalty and hold on to their lead through the penalty, as they look like in the box they might be getting ready to come back in. We'll see. Moving back behind. Good ball movement. Pass off the cut. Wide open shot.
Oh!
What a save by Justin Cole on the shot by Tyler McTaggart.
What a stop by Cole. He was positioned perfectly. Hands got the stick up and shut it down.
And Cole gets it now. Passes up. Misses the pass to Phipps. This could be bad. Turnaround. Odd man rush for Montverde. Same shot. McTaggart.
Oh!
Another save by Cole. Warden with it. Running down the field, all even. Holy Trinity kills the penalty. Warden. Driving down, good check. Great stick check by the pole, number 3, Nathaniel Stewart. As Montverde again, it's McTaggart. Pass down, back to McTaggart. Right down, wide open shot, low, and he puts it in to tie the game. That's the leading scorer, goal number 57 on the year for Cohen Woodland.
I tell you what, Jackson, what a job by Justin Cole on those first 2 stops. That time went underneath and in the bottom left-hand corner. Nice shot by the leading scorer for Montverde. But I tell you what, you got to feel good if you're that Holy Trinity defense. There's nothing more this time of the year that makes you or gives you more confidence than a hot keeper.
Yeah, great play by Cole. You talk a lot about guys like Jackson Lynch over at Vieira, but Justin Cole, another staple of a goalkeeper in Brevard County, and one making incredible plays like that. And, you know, if it wasn't for him, that goal would have came a lot sooner, as it took about 3 tries point blank to get one in. Head back to face-off again. Both have gone in favor of Montverde. That one looked like it was flipped up by Jackson Bean, but it's going to go to Montverde anyway. Willis going to take it. Bean in pursuit. And Jacob Willis going to step back, cross the field. Pass slipping down on the ground.
Nice
Good check by Jackson Bean, and he gets the ground ball.
Nice ground ball there by
Jackson Bean, normally a Fogo face-off get-off. He stays on and makes a play defensively. Pass up ahead, looking for Pagliarini. Michael Hawkins chases it. He'll possess it behind as they slow down, let offense get set. Move some of the deep holes back to defense. As now they'll set up, back on offense, tie game 1-1.
5:40 to go here in the first quarter.
Gibson moving it. Good shot. Just misses. And the chase is given to Michael Hawkins and Holy Trinity.
Ask Caleb how we're doing with that signal.
Says it's all good.
All right.
Moving around, Hawkins' shot bounces high and over the head. We'll see. Yeah, it is a shot. Good chase by Holy Trinity, and they get the ball.
Tiger ball brought in by Andrew Turner.
Andrew Turner will go chase and get it back. And he gets it in. Julian Warden. Pass to Dylan Gibson. He'll hold it up top of the box. To Julian Warden again. Got their first goal of the night. Gibson with a little space. Going to set up a nice dodge. Good play by the pole on the hip. Pushing him out as he gets doubled. Warden. Great spin dodge. Left-handed shot. Just misses. 2 back behind chasing. And Hawkins will bring it in from behind. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 1-1. Tight contest early. No look pass. Well, might want to look at that one. As the ball goes past midfield. Scooped up. And that'll be offsides on Montverde. You can't argue it. I was going to say it from here. It looked like he was a yard over when he scooped up the ball. Can't do that. If you're a deep hole, you have to, or in that case, you're an attack or a deep hole. You have to stay behind midfield. And one step over can cost you.
Good call by the officials. Our officials tonight are from Vero Beach. We want to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association Jackson, because without their approval and express written consent, we couldn't be bringing this to you tonight. And that express written consent is between the Florida High School Athletic Association and Brevard Sports Network. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of this transmission without express written consent is strictly prohibited.
Hawkins from behind, moving it up top. Pass dropped by Warden. Getting hounded by that pole. He gets bounced all the way out to the 35-yard line. As Warden going to step in, pass over to Dylan Gibson. Gibson, quick pass to Turner. Good ball movement. Hawkins cranks a shot, low to high. Emphasis on the high as it misses. And back to back it up will be Jake Pagliarini.
He certainly fired that one.
Pagliarini, quick pass. Point blank shot by Finn Werder, misses. He was in the crease. So as point blank as it can get, as now it'll be Montverde ball. Streaking down the center of the field, just beating the subs all the way down the field. Quick move, hard check, and ball down. Going to be scooped up by Holy Trinity. Sanger passes to Justin Cole. Streaking down the middle of the field. Oh, that's a rough drop right there by Cole McNabb.
Not a forced turnover either.
No. I said it before pertaining to Montverde, but passing and catching, simplest thing, but it can be hard at times, but something you got to have automatic when you're open. Ball way up top, and set up a dodge on McNabb. McNabb playing tough on Williams. Williams with a shot, cranks it high. Good backup there behind the goal to keep possession with Montverde. Number 5, Drew Glass with it. That's their leading assist. He, I believe, has 12 goals on the year and 20 assists. So that's a guy that gets a lot of feeds in for him. Good move there down the alley. Defense slides well, misses the pass, and that's going to be another turnover for Montverde.
Jackson, one of the things that Holy Trinity is going to have to adjust is they're going to have to cut Brandon Williams, number 1, from Montverde off in some kind of way. He is quick on those first 2 steps, and he can go. He's already shown here early on. He can go either way.
Warden rolling back, getting through. Warden, pass in front. Pagliarini with the pressure, can't complete the pass. They're both chasing it like a shot. I believe it was a pass, so it's going to be backed up by Nathaniel Stewart.
3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. All tied up 1-1, Montverde and Holy Trinity.
As taking it up will be the goalkeeper, Andrew Chehansky. Pass up to the middle of the field. It's high, hauled in. Pass down the sideline. Going with the offhand with that catch. Can't haul it in. Goes in for the ground ball. That is Mason Eldridge. Good ball movement. Moving it around at X. Pass back up top. Set up the dodge. Good defense by Holy Trinity. Phipps through a double team. Pass bounces down. Looks like Holy Trinity might be running a sort of zone. That pass sails long. Once again, he goes over. I mean...
Yeah, he was way off.
That's the second time they've done that tonight.
He's 2 yards off that time.
It's weird to see that. I mean, that's a rule that I don't know how it's. I mean, that's when you're taught. You just imagine a brick wall right there at the 50-yard line. You cannot pass it for any reason. Your stick can. I mean, the deep hole there, he's got a 6 foot of extra space. So another offsides on Montverde. Flips possession easily to Holy Trinity. Maybe a quick dodge by Dylan Gibson. Gets down the alley, cranks a left-handed shot, and Dylan Gibson tucks it in for the lead.
The ability to go left or right is something that, at this level, to be able to effectively shoot that way by Dylan Gibson, flashing it there. The senior, we talked about in the pregame show, Jackson, that with so many players bitten with the flu bug and the injuries on this team, that the character of the seniors of this team was going to have to step up tonight. And there you saw it with Dylan Gibson.
Yeah, we were told by some before the game that they weren't sure if Gibson was going to play tonight. Same with Julian Warden, two guys that they had an opportunity to possibly be without. Well, they scored their first 2 goals of the night to give them the 2-1 lead. Gibson goal number 43 on the season. Quick face-off win by Montverde. Good steal by Jackson Bean. Quick offensive run by Holy Trinity. Bean going all the way. Point-blank shot misses long. Good backup by Hawkins.
Nice job by Bean. Not just there, Jackson, but in the... Here.
I turned him down because he was coughing. So
Well, you turned me down, too.
And Holy Trinity with the ball back up top. Gibson passes. Warden cranks a shot. It goes long, and they chase it.
1:22 to play. But what I was going to say was Jackson Bean, not just that play, but on the play before, you mentioned face-off, get-off, and the big check he had before, so Bean making his contributions felt more than just in the face-off circle.
And once again, shot sails long. They're going to back it up. Hawkins back from X. They got 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the quarter. They hold the 2-1 advantage. Seen a lot of quick shots by Holy Trinity. They might need to slow down, take some possession, set up some offensive plays. Warden passed to Gibson. Gibson dodges, holds onto the stick, rolls over a man. He gets pulled down with him, and that shot misses, backed up once again by Michael Hawkins. Gibson
trying, Alex Ovechkin one time scored a goal on the turf with his back to the goal. That's what that reminded me of.
Turner pass, Warden over to Gibson, crank shot low,
nice
it's
save.
saved.
Good save by Chansky.
Nice save by Chahansky.
Chahansky with the save.
Turner.
Clear pass off the mark, ball still down. Scooped up by Holy Trinity through a double team. Ball down, scooped up by Montverde, number 21, Cohen Woodland. Here they go, quickly on the attack. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. They had a fast break. It gets slowed down. As the defense still getting set, shot goes, and it's a goal by Seth Eisenhower. And it's a tie game, 2-2.
And Holy Trinity that time turned their attention, Jackson, to Cohen Woodland, who was cutting down. And instead of finding the open Woodland cutting down the middle of the slot, Eisenhower took the shot and scored.
Yeah, that was a great shot there. I mean, they had a fast break. It got slowed down, but to be fair, the defense still was trying to get gathered up, and that's where you have a guy like that for Eisenhower, 41 goals now on the season, their second leading scorer. He'll make them pay, and ties the game up 2-2 with 22 seconds. I'll quote your baseball, deuces are wild here in the first quarter.
My man.
And it is a tie ball game. Andrew Turner gets the ball on attack off the faceoff, looking for a pass, can't find his man. Ball bounces ahead. Now about Jackson Bean playing all over the field tonight. Hawkins, quick pass, gets through, gets tripped down, no flag. Scooped up, and that will be the end of our first quarter. Close opportunity there for Holy Trinity. And it is 2-2.
Great first quarter, and to me, this is a huge win for Holy Trinity. Last year at this time, it was 4-1, I believe, at the end of the first quarter. And then this is where Holy Trinity began to find their legs and realize that they could play with a Montverde. We want to thank Solutions Property Management. They are our sponsors for all of our lacrosse moving forward. And Jackson, speaking of lacrosse and moving forward, congratulations to the Viera Hawks girls and boys lacrosse program. The boys capture an FHSAA state championship tournament win for the first time in program history, and the girls, for the second consecutive year, are moving on to the regional finals. Congratulations to both head coach Bob Nunn and head coach Chad Weiss.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great season across Brevard County lacrosse, especially here in some of those teams that are already advancing. And with Holy Trinity playing a game like they are in the first quarter, we might see another one move on as well.
No doubt. And, of course, we also want to congratulate, I should say, the Edgewood Lady Red Wolves as they win again last night. And for the third consecutive year, they will move on to the regional semifinals, and what I believe is the first time in program history will host that game, because the First Academy, who was the number 2 seed in their region, was upset, and now the 7 seed will travel to play Edgewood. That's a big break.
Yeah, it is. I mean, as we talked about in the pregame show, that home field advantage can play such a major role instead of having to travel across state when it comes to playoff time. You get your home turf. I mean, it makes a difference. Believe me, it does. And for them, possibly first time in history, it's a major opportunity to go back to the regional finals for the second straight season.
All right, Jackson, other than the obvious, which is watching the ball into your pocket, which both teams seem to struggle a little bit with in the alleys and the slots in that first quarter, what did you like from what you saw from Holy Trinity?
I saw a lot of good ball movement. When they get the ball down low, a lot of their goals, they've come on good passing down low. As I said, I think they need to slow it down a little to get some more goals, but also defensively, especially by Justin Cole in goal. They're playing home. They're marking their guys off. Their 2 goals were some tough transition goals where they might need to get back a little faster, but when they are set in their defense, they're an immovable force so far.
I was impressed with Montverde's quickness in transition in that first quarter, Jackson.
As we get set to face off here to start quarter number 2, a quick flick out and a win for Montverde as they're going to bounce the ball up. It's going to be dropped there as they're going to move it back across the field. Willis quick moving. Pump fakes, moves it down around GLE as now Montverde wins another face-off. Quick move down the alley. No space to shoot. That is Seth Eisenhower. Eisenhower moving it back. Great thing you see about a game starting at 7 p.m., that sun glare not really a factor for these guys.
Well, and the other thing that's great about this is old guys like me don't sweat.
As now Montverde moves it back to X. With the ball, it's Tyler McTaggart. He's had a few open shots at the goal. McTaggart, quick pass down to GLE. Good pass, bad angle for a shot. He's going to get hounded outside of the double team. It seems like Holy Trinity's done their research on who to lock off. And a great check there on the stick. And they're going to go out and get it. Great play right there by Hudson Sanger.
And frustration you could see there from Seth Eisenhower as Hudson Sanger with just a heck of a defensive play.
It's a perfect stick check. Cole, great pass. A little behind, actually, and Warden can't hold on to it. Keeping it in bounds is Andrew Turner. Makes a man miss. You got to get a step in the box. There they do. Combs backs it up. And they'll get some subs coming in. Combs passes down low. Grabbed by Pagliarini, moving it back to X now. Hawkins. And this is what I'm talking about. This is where they need to. Now they get that offensive setup. We'll see what they can do on this defense. Holy Trinity moving the ball around. Ball behind with Hawkins. Hawkins passes up the alley. Now over to Gibson. Gibson going to set up the dodge. Ball swatted down. Gibson looking for a pass. Turner sets a pick. Rolls around Hawkins all the way around the entire field. Flag goes down. We'll see what side they call that on. Their helmets made contact. They're going to call it on Dylan Gibson.
Yeah.
The Montverde ball.
I wanted to take a minute here. You know, Hudson Sanger last year, he was one of our players of the game against Cocoa Beach when they went over and played the Minutemen. And really, you know, with the departure of Jack Combs this year up north to prepare himself for his lacrosse future, Hudson really had to step up, Jackson, and become the leader of this, this entire defensive unit. And what a job Hudson Sanger has done for Coach Marr and Holy Trinity.
And whenever they called officially on Gibson, that puts Holy Trinity man down. So now Montverde with a chance to tie this game up. And not only that, you're taking a guy like Dylan Gibson out of the game. Take the lead, 2-2. To take the lead, and not only that, you take out a guy like Dylan Gibson. So if there's a shot, Holy Trinity gets the ball back on offense, it'll be a little awkward without Gibson in there. And they're still going to have to play man-down defense as
Got to keep your eyes on Brandon Williams here, number 1.
He's alone up top. As they move it up top, there it is. Williams with the ball, moving it down the alley. Down inside, deflected out. It's going to be ground ball picked up by McTaggart. They're going to move the ball again. Out to Eisenhower. Shot goes long. Montverde backs it up to hold on to possession.
Shot wide by Seth Eisenhower.
As we see a defensive start to the second quarter, 9:19 to go. Still 2-2.
Holy Trinity with 291 goals this year. They're a plus 178 in goal differential, 2 in the first quarter. As for Montverde, Buck 178. They are a plus 43 this year. So
good ball movement. Eisenhower looking for help. Moves back up top to Williams, over to McTaggart on the cut.
Nice
Too
job.
high for Cohen Woodland. But they got to get a clear here.
Sanger.
They're still
Ball
man
picked up by
down.
Shopke.
Oh, what a move by Sanger.
Excuse me.
As the ball rolling down, Phipps flicks it ahead
Nice job.
for Pagliarini. Pagliarini scoops it up, and while they're man down, this is the opportunity. Odd man rush shot, and he goes down hard. That was Chris Moore.
Good
Took
check.
a hit for the team there.
It was a good check.
It was a good check. Fans didn't like it, but it's a physical play, and lacrosse is a physical sport. But the clear does not connect.
Play by Sanger.
And Sanger to pick it up for Holy Trinity into Julian Warden. And now they're all even as Dylan Gibson comes back. Pass inside, misses. Hawkins was the intended target. It rolls long. Montverde will pick it up.
Holy Trinity's got to figure out a way to get their leading goal scorer going, and Michael Hawkins here. Hawkins 58 tallies this season. When he's going, they're winning.
As Montverde with a chance to clear now. McTaggart trying to get it. Hawkins chasing. Misses the check. Montverde back on offense here once again. Holy Trinity, the good news is they clear that penalty with the long offensive possession during man down. I think they've cleared both penalties now, which is a key thing, especially going forward if they can keep that up. Williams getting a dodge going on McNabb. Pass down at GLE. Had the angle deflected. Chased by Justin Cole. And it's Holy Trinity ball behind.
Cole, that'll be a Tiger ball.
Signal check, Jackson.
Nice defense there by Cole McNabb.
Still looking good.
All right.
As Justin Cole walking it up again. They're not pressuring him till about now. They start to cheat in on him. And then he gets a good pass to Pagliarini with a step. It's 3-on-2 for Holy Trinity.
It was a nice touch pass there by Cole.
Yeah, it was, especially with the goalie stick there.
Yeah.
Pagliarini passes all the way back up top to Julian Warden. And Warden will hold it. No pressure. No shot clock in high school, so they can take as long as they please.
That's got to change. I get it. It costs money to put shot clocks in both lacrosse and basketball. But if you play with them in college, you've got to put them on the field and on the courts in high school. You just have to. They got to find the money to do it.
Yeah, not wrong.
How are you preparing these student athletes for the next level if you're not playing the same game?
Pagliarini rolls the ball back behind, pass to Hawkins. As good ball movement, moving it all the way around till they find a dodge. That'll be with Dylan Gibson. Rolls back left. Double team comes. Cranks a shot high. And no one back there for Montverde. It's all Holy Trinity. With 6 minutes to go in the first half, it is 2-2 still. All defensive to start the second quarter. Hawkins waves Pagliarini off. No pass to him now. Pagliarini. Holy Trinity runs an offense. A lot of cutters, a lot of off-ball motion. That's what he's looking for. Can't find anybody open. Hawkins. Hawkins pass. Pagliarini. Cranks a shot! No angle for Jake Pagliarini. Doesn't matter. And the Tigers jump ahead 3-2.
Sometimes, Jackson, you just need to get a little lucky. And with no angle there, and put the ball on net. Good things happen when you put the ball on net. And Pagliarini right there with his 27th of the year. Nice job, Holy Trinity.
And Chahansky in the goal, I would say he just got caught ball watching. They were just passing it around. Pagliarini sitting there, cradling to himself, and then boom, cranks a shot. It goes. And that's a goal. As a goalie, you got to be ready at all times, especially when they're on attack.
Yep. 5:53 to go, and the Tigers with a 3-2 lead.
They get set to face off. Quick win. And, well, Bean even jumped early.
That's got to change in the second half. Right now, the Holy Trinity getting, let's just say they're not winning face-offs.
That's the thing. I think one of the two most underrated, under-talked about positions in lacrosse, goalie and face-off. And you see how big that can change. But for Holy Trinity, they have a lead. That's going to be a penalty.
That's a check from behind there, yep.
Well, we'll see what they call it. It might have been a little high as well. I think they're going to call the push without possession, I believe, unless he did have possession. Either way, it's a push and a man-up opportunity for Montverde. Knock on wood, Holy Trinity has killed both penalties thus far as they've come. So we'll see if they can continue to keep that up or if our announcers curse them, and that'll change. See, if you acknowledge the curse before it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, right?
So,
right. No, I hear you.
Just in case,
I hear you, buddy.
I'm clearing myself.
I hear you.
Montverde with the ball, man up. Both the push and a push without possession tends to be a shorter penalty, to 30 seconds to a minute, so Montverde won't have a lot of time to convert if they want. Well, they definitely want to, as they're going to move it. Williams stepping back. Holy Trinity pursuing hard. They have a very flexible man-down defense. Most times you see those four poles. Quick move inside, and it is a goal by number 5, I believe, Drew Glass. And once again,
Eagle goal, number
40
5.
seconds later, it's a tie game, 3-3.
That ball just trickled in, if you will, across the line. Cole made the initial stop. The ball hit the ground and rolled backwards for the Montverde goal. So they tie it up with the extra man. Coming up tomorrow night on Brevard Sports Network, it's Mouth and Off Sports Talk at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night we'll talk about the NFL draft. In fact, we're going to have an entire first-round mock draft where Jackson, Caleb, and I are the general managers for the teams. We will alternate picks. We'll also talk NBA, NHL playoffs, and how about the start by the Tampa Bay Rays. All that and a lot more tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Mouth and Off Sports Talk.
And with that, a quick face-off win by Montverde and a timeout on the field with 5:09 to go in the first half. Timeout Montverde. Tie game 3-3.
So the way we're going to do this tomorrow night on Mouth and Off Sports Talk with the NFL Draft is it's me, you, and Caleb. So we're going to pick 1, 2, and 3. So, for example, we'll put the numbers 1, 2, and 3 in a hat. And so let's say Jackson draws 1, I draw 2, Caleb draws 3. That's what we'll pick. We'll stop at pick 10. We'll redraw. We'll stop at pick 20. We'll redraw. Whatever team you land on, that's the team you got to pick for. So it's imperative that the three of us know what each team's needs are heading into the first round of, I believe, the 84th annual NFL Draft coming up Thursday night. And don't miss the big party at Walk-Ons coming up Thursday night. It's the Mark Moses Show. We're gonna be up there with our guys, our staff, lots of coaches in the area. A lot of fun Thursday night at Walk-Ons. And we want to thank Solutions Property Management for the best in property management. Solutions Property Management is who you want to call. All the information is there on the bottom of the screen. And coming up May the 6th at the Durand Golf Club, it's the first annual Marcus May Foundation Golf Outing. For more information, visit mayfoundationouting.com. I believe that's the web address. I'm sitting outside the press box. Caleb's got the bottom banner on the screen there. Jackson and Caleb are behind me, elevated. There's not enough room for three of us in that box, so I'm actually outside tonight, and our play-by-play guy, who's doing a terrific job, is inside. Speaking of our play-by-play guy, here he is, Jackson Robb.
You know, this is kind of a county-wide event tonight. I've seen players and coaches from all across the county in the stands. I've seen West Shore players, West Shore head coach Brian Carroll in attendance. I've seen.
Well, you got a text asking if you were coming tonight. You'd be here regardless, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely would. This is, you come around for all the teams in your county. I know a bunch of our players go to some Vieira games, go to some big games in the county, and I've seen plenty of players from across the county in attendance tonight for this game.
Good support.
Nice defense there by the
Yes, it is.
Brandon
And
Williams.
Here comes Montverde rolling the ball behind, coming out of the timeout. Call that timeout, try and get your guys settled. Now you want to get a goal off of that for the lead. Quick dodge rolling down the alley. Ice pick check misses, and the pass misses as well.
Tiger ball.
So it's going to be Holy Trinity ball. And you hate that as a coach. You get a timeout, throw the ball right away.
Yeah, you wasted it, essentially.
And you only get 2 per half. As Justin Cole with it once again. Pass back to Dex Phipps. Phipps pass back to Cole. He hauls it in. Pass down the middle of the field, tipped up in the air. The long pole with it onto offense. Quick pass down low. Turner.
Oh.
Oof. Good pass across to Hawkins, but possibly one too many passes.
Turner's pass is knocked away.
Pagliarini. Pass up top to Gibson. Now their offense. They get the last sub to come in. And that's who will bring it in now. Pass back. And now to Hawkins, holding it on the side. Hawkins to hold. Back up top to Gibson. 3:40 to go in the first half. Tie game at the top of your screen. Good dodge by Dylan Gibson with the left hand. Winds it back. Pushing through. Cranks a shot low and in. And for the second time tonight, it's Dylan Gibson. And the Tigers jump ahead again, 4-3.
Once again, Gibson beats Chahansky low and to the left. And back and forth we go, Jackson, as the Tigers take a 4-3 lead. Good setup there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great setup. Dylan Gibson's second goal of the night. And that was just a hard shot. Puts it right where they've had it, where the goalie has not been able to make some saves down low. And they're attacking it well, and now Holy Trinity jumps ahead 4-3. And they have the advantage heading back to the face-off circle where they have not had the advantage so far tonight. But we'll see if the tides will turn here.
Holy Trinity coming into this game 9 short of 300 goals this year.
And Jackson Bean wins that one.
Big win. That's a big win.
Bean flying all the way in. And now he'll head off the field as Pagliarini possesses it, passes back behind to Hawkins from X. Hawkins looking for some help. He'll walk it all the way out to the sideline. Back behind to Pagliarini. Moving it now to Hawkins. Good ball movement. They move it all the way out now to Dylan Gibson. Gibson switches right, checked high. Flag comes out. Vieira's going to go man up here. Not Vieira, Holy Trinity. As Hawkins will hold it behind, tells his team, all right, get set, slow down. They're going to go man up anyway if they lose possession. So this is kind of like a free play in football. Try and set something up to score anyway. If not, not the end of the world. Warden steps it back out. Back over to Dylan Gibson. Cranks a shot low and in from the top of the box for the hat trick. Dylan Gibson. And they lead it now 5-3. Gibson with a hat trick and goal number 45 on the season.
And all three, Jackson, have beaten Chahansky low and to the left. He's having a hard time getting that stick down there, and Gibson has recognized that, and he has placed all three perfectly.
Most goalies have that soft spot, and if you can find it and hit it consistently, they're not going to make that adjustment in game. You might be able to pull away if you can consistently hit that, and Gibson's been able to do it 3 times now. It's about Holy Trinity ahead, 5-3.
So the hat trick for Dylan. Not the first time we've seen him do that.
As I head back to face-off, that whole drive started with a face-off win by Bean, and that penalty was locked in as Vieira, Holy Trinity. I've been doing so many Vieira games. You guys got me all messed up. Holy Trinity goes man up, even with the goal. Driving down, wide open shot, passes it away, and the pass is dropped. He ran a little bit too far, realized it, and then had to pass it away. They break through. Michael Hawkins, one-on-none shot. Goal! Holy Trinity's run continues. 3-goal lead as Michael Hawkins puts his first in of the night. And that's goal number 59 on the season.
And they've doubled up Montverde with 2:06 to play. And let me take you back, Jackson, because the goal by Gibson was started by Jackson Bean. On the faceoff, winning the draw, getting the ball deep into Montverde territory, And then there, they just kept up the pressure. 6-3. That's huge as we wind down. I always say, my coach in hockey used to tell us all the time, in hockey, it was the first 5 or the final 5. I would imagine in lacrosse, it's the first 3 or the last 3. And Holy Trinity has now scored 3 goals in the last 2 minutes, and that can really get to a team's psyche.
And they get a push there, and a great check there by Holy Trinity.
Great defense there by Shopke.
Shopke with it. Long pole, number 8, first name Jackson. Where have we seen that before?
Don't know. The up-and-comer sophomore from Satellite, maybe?
Possibly. As now Montverde with the ball, holding it on the outside. As moving over the top. Good slides by Holy Trinity. They're quick on the double team. Somehow keeps the ball on the stick. That's Eisenhower. Pass down, moving around, looking for help. Nobody there. As they move it back up top, holding it is McTaggart. And he's going to get a drive down the alley. Had a step. Tries a swim dodge through. He hits the deck. Ball comes out. And Holy Trinity with a steal and a clear coming. Good. Nearing a minute to go in the first half.
That's a good no call.
There it is. Whistles come in.
Timeout.
Timeout. Holy Trinity.
All right, with this timeout on the field.
Tiger timeout.
The Marcus May Foundation golf outing coming up on Saturday, May the 6th at the Durand Golf Club. Caleb has got the video running on the screen now. There are still 13 different ways to sponsor as a company, or a couple of different ways to jump in as a single or a foursome. All of the proceeds go to benefit the Marcus May Foundation, which gives back to kids here in the Brevard County community. For more information, what's that website, May Foundation Golf? MayFoundationGolf.com. That's MayFoundationGolf.com. I'll be out there that day shooting my normal 72. Yeah, right. Right. I didn't say how many holes.
I'd be out there playing Top Golf.
Top Golf. All right, Jackson, you got to like what you see from the home team here.
Yeah, Holy Trinity not showing any signs of slowing. They're picking it up, bringing it fast with it. I think they got to keep the goals coming, but as we talked about in the pregame, the adjustments are going to come at halftime for sure from Montverde. Holy Trinity's hung with these teams throughout the season.
Yep.
Now is when throughout the rest of the first half, the last minute, and especially in the second half, they got to keep this energy up because they have that advantage. But as we saw in some other games this season, Vieira last week against Vero Beach, no lead is safe in lacrosse with any time left on the clock.
No, and they got Spalding and Sweet over there, so adjustments will be made with under a minute to play. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the start of the third quarter.
Ball movement all the way behind. Howkins pass over to Pagliarini. Pagliarini over to Howkins. Howkins holding. Looking up the sideline, down the alley. Up top to Warden. 30 seconds now to go in the first half. Warden to Howkins. Howkins down low. Good defense, hounding in there. Ball goes down. Pagliarini goes down with it. He comes back out with it. Howkins cranks a shot. That one goes long, backed by Andrew Turner. 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is an opportunity where absolutely Montverde needs to hang tough.
Coming up in the second half, I'm going to turn my headset over to Caleb. Caleb and Jackson have carried Brevard Sports Network this year for our lacrosse coverage, and I think it's only fair that Caleb get an opportunity to sit in as a color commentator for a big playoff game like this. So that will conclude the first half of play here at Catherine Ford Field, where 3 goals in the final 4.5 minutes of the first half have propelled the Tigers to a 6-3 lead. What will the adjustments be at halftime? If any, Holy Trinity needs to hold on to this lead coming up in the final 24 minutes of play. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter. I should say Caleb and Jackson will be back with the start of the third quarter in 10 minutes.
And one.
Welcome back, everybody, live to the Brevard Sports Network. Myself and Caleb Brown here to bring you the second half of play here in the 2A Region 2 regional quarterfinal match. 1A, rather, sorry. 1A Region 2. As we there's the face-off underway. Jackson Bean had it for a moment, gets knocked out, still on the ground. Who's going to get it? It is going to go to Montverde, and they're going to quickly flip it on offense. Score on the top of your screen. Holy Trinity 6, Montverde 3. Holy Trinity on a quick run into halftime. They got to bring that into the second half. Quick pass down low, point-blank shot. What a save by Justin Cole once again.
Justin Cole there.
Woodland on the shot, but they can't get the clear to connect. Ball goes down. Good check. And the ball going to go up ahead. And it goes back to Montverde. Right back on offense they go. Jacob Willis. Pass to the middle of the field, moving all the way across. Shot bounces off, and it's going to be taken by Holy Trinity. Layden Brunger.
Tiger save, Justin Cole.
Cole makes the big play. Now Phipps back to Cole as they get set to clear once again. For Holy Trinity now with a 3-goal advantage. Just play keep away with the scoreboard. You have what you need, a good lead. Another miss on a clear, though. It's not good to see. Cole has to get back into the goal quickly. Pass, shot, goal. Montverde, assist by number 22. Seth Eisenhower to Cohen Woodland.
Look, and, I got a chance to watch a little bit of that Notre Dame, North Carolina men's college lacrosse game. If you can't get the clear to start that out, you're opening yourself up for those quick scores like that.
And that is goal number 58 on the year for Cohen Woodland off the assist from Seth Eisenhower. And that was a quick assist. I was almost wondering if he should have made the pass, but it connected and it scored. So either way, it was a 2-on-none kind of scenario with no defense in the way besides Justin Cole. And that makes it 6-4. And a quick strike for Montverde and a quick face-off win to complement that. That's a hard check high. He hits the deck. There comes the flag. And Montverde will go man up.
Oh.
What a hit. And that flag, the second flag, I disagree with. The first one was completely warranted. The second one is something that defenders will get really upset about because in lacrosse, if the ball, I believe, is within a certain yardage, I think 3 yards or less of a player, even if he doesn't have the ball in lacrosse, that's a legal hit as long as he doesn't cross-check. If he cross-checked, it's a different story. If it was on the early hit, that should not have been a penalty.
All right, so I'll ask you this because to me it looked like he lowered the shoulder. Do you think because he lowered the shoulder and a little bit of the head that's why that flag comes out?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be why, but it could have constituted it.
Because to me that's what it looked. I guess that's what they were calling is the fact he kind of brought the stick in and kind of went shoulder first rather than say a normal check there.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, that's just a penalty that it depends on the officiating crew, how they call it. Again, if it was a cross-check or a roughness sort of thing, that's different. I'm just saying if it was an early hit sort of scenario, then I disagree with the call slightly. But here's a problem now for Holy Trinity. You just let up a goal. Now you're 2-man down. You have a 6-on-4 lacrosse to play. I'm assuming one of those is going to be a little bit longer. So, I mean, even when they get one back, I doubt it'll be 2 at the same time. So then you'll probably have to play man down for a moment. This could be a big opportunity, especially if either of those are locked-in penalties. Montverde could start to ring in the goals if Holy Trinity is not careful. But with that being said, Holy Trinity, a great defensive unit, especially with Jackson Cole in the goal. So that'll be easier said than done.
All right. Here.
You got that read, right?
Hmm?
What is that? Oh, I hear. Inside of there, paper towel.
Oh.
Open that black thing up.
Montverde moving it back now. 2-man up is the opportunity that they are granted due to the Holy Trinity penalties. As they're going to move it all the way up top. Back down to GLE. Good pass, low shot, falling. And good defense by Holy Trinity. Shot there by Cohen Woodland.
Go ahead.
As the ball going to get taken behind, get set to bring it in. 10-12 to go still in the third quarter. Score at the top of your screen. Holy Trinity 6, Montverde 4. As they're going to move it around. Woodland moving it. Now only one down for Holy Trinity. Big different shot. What a save by Justin Cole. Cole, they got to execute this clear now and kill the last of the penalties. Turner running hard. Andrew Turner running down the sideline. Step ahead, push from behind. There's the flag. And from 2-man down, Holy Trinity might get set. Well, now they'll play 5-on-5 for a moment, and then Holy Trinity will go man up. What a swing of possession and momentum here.
Hey, what a jump cut there by Turner there to jump in front of his defender, snag that catch, and then force the push there. Great job by Turner.
Yeah, great play. And then he, not the biggest guy down there. He's fast, and he beats 2 guys and then takes a check from behind. So now it'll be 5-on-5. They both have a man in the box, so now they're just going to play like they're all even until Holy Trinity will go man up in a few moments, I believe. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2-goal lead for Holy Trinity as they escape a 2-man down scenario to go even. Hawkins will bring it in behind. As we're back here, game now. Holy Trinity goes from 2-man down to man up with an opportunity on offense here. Michael Hawkins holding the ball, looking for something. Pump fakes. Now the give. Julian Warden cranks through the defender, shot high and long. Pagliarini there to back it up. And they're shooting a little high on that one. We've seen, I believe, almost all their goals come low on that goalie. Warden, kick out, shot, bounces high over the goal again, and it'll be backed up again by Holy Trinity.
Still Tiger ball.
9 minutes to go in the third. 2-goal advantage for the Tigers. Pagliarini down to Hawkins. And now they're all even, so all penalties killed here. Gibson shot off the crossbar. The goalie's best friend coming in handy. And they go to back it up. Still Holy Trinity possession. Let's make it, take it, or miss it, take it in lacrosse.
Well, one of the things I've already seen an improvement with Holy Trinity is everybody hustling to those shots. You're seeing a lot more running to the ball to keep possession.
Ball moving out to Hawkins. Now the pass up top. Gibson moves to Warden, moving it down the alley. Now back behind. Pagliarini all the way up top. Dylan Gibson. Craig shot low. Goal number 4 for Dylan Gibson. Number 46 on the season. And Holy Trinity jumps back ahead by 3, 7-4.
That one probably registered somewhere in the low 90s with how that one came out of the shot. Goodness gracious.
That's his 4th goal of the night. And as I said, all coming low. The goalie, I mean, we were expecting some adjustments out of Montverde. Goalie's still staying the same. They're weak low. And Gibson's hit it every single time he's tried. That's saying a lot.
Yeah. Get out of here trying to spam our stream. Get out of here.
8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 7-4. Holy Trinity with the lead here in the 1A Region 2 regional quarterfinals action. And a quick win on the faceoff by Xander Brasher. Brasher flying in, cranks a shot. Jackson Cole comes out to make the save.
Saved there by Cole.
Cole kicks it out to Shopke. Shopke on the clear, misses the catch. And that one's going to roll all the way down to be scooped up by Montverde. That clear bounce to the middle of the field. They got to possess it. Ball goes down, scooped up. Now same thing for Holy Trinity. They got to possess the ball. Pagliarini rolls back and gets it into the box. Turner to Hawkins. Hawkins looking for some help as they sub. Nobody open yet. Hawkins, as the defense slides off of him, he rolled in. Now back to X looking for help. Quick move.
I would have liked to have seen him go to X sooner.
Gibson low shot, misses, back behind his Howkins to back it up again.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him to go to X sooner to force that slide earlier, so when you have someone coming in off the sideline, they're open to take that shot. But that's just my preference. I'm not questioning what they're doing.
No, it's a good call out for sure. Howkins holding it now behind. They like to have a lot of off-ball movement. None there on that one. Warden cranks shot low. That time it is saved by Chehansky.
Nice save there by the keeper, Chehansky.
Stewart
Off the shot
back
by
to
Warden.
Chehansky.
Chehansky's bringing it up.
He will walk it up the field. Looking for anybody. Here comes the pressure from Pagliarini. Pass back across to Nathaniel Stewart. Stewart flicks it up the field. Now to Ryan Peterson. Hold, whistles. Offsides again on Montverde. Yeah, they only left 2 back. Quick pass up ahead to Pagliarini. No call there on the hit. And a clear into the middle of the field. McTaggart rolling down the sideline. What a wrap check by Julian Warden.
And, okay.
And now he loses the stick. No whistles. I'm all for letting him play, but the ref's got to find the whistle here on some of these plays. That one, definitely unnecessary checking. Well, Warden didn't have the ball.
Well, see, for me, one of those checks landed in the head, and you can't be hitting people in the back of the head, again, when they don't have possession.
Back to Dodge is Montverde. Quick dodge down the alley, breaking through. Shot, low, bouncing in. Goal, Montverde, number 5, Drew Glass.
Eagles goal number 5, Drew Glass.
That goal brought to you by Solutions Property Management. For the best in property management, contact Solutions Property Management as their website is posted in our chat. SolutionsRentalsFL.com.
That's a huge goal by Glass to keep Montverde on the scoreboard and in running with Holy Trinity. That's what I said for Holy Trinity they had to do if they fall behind, run with them. Now that's what Montverde's having to do, and no matter who I was talking about, that principle still stands. If you're going to be behind, you got to go goal for goal until you can break ahead. Fight for the face-off. Bean goes down. Ball still down with him. Jackson Bean goes and wins the face-off for Holy Trinity. And Bean running through the defense. Bean all the way on offense. Jackson Bean all the way in. Shot misses. They get tied up behind. And Holy Trinity comes out with it. Yes, they do. Howkins back behind. Trying to set up a dodge, sitting at X. That off-ball movement, a little discombobulated right now. Howkins clearing out. Stick rolling high. Great move by Howkins. Low shot, great save.
Nice shot by Howkins. Good save by Chehansky.
By Chehansky. Moving up the field for Montverde. Down the sideline. The Eagles looking for a pass. Back behind. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cohen Woodland. Woodland pass high, misses. And it's scooped right back up. Now, so move it back across to Tyler McTaggart. McTaggart steps in the box. Looking for a dodge. Rolling across the top of the box. McTaggart turns on the Jets, gets lit up. He goes right back down. And Montverde holds possession. This game getting physical.
Got to have more organization there. Three defenders there, all on the man. If you're going to go there, two on man, one on ball.
Quick move, pass in front of the goal, too high for him. Scooped up, flicked to Cole, and now a clear. Holy Trinity has a man streaking down the middle of the field. It's Julian Warden. Warden all the way down to the box. Quick pass to Howkins. Howkins wide open, down low. Shot low, Pagliarini. And the goal in the fadeaway by Jake Pagliarini with 4:13 to go in the third. And once again, Holy Trinity back ahead by 3, 8-5. And a perfect clear by Holy Trinity. Justin Cole, Julian Warden, Pagliarini goal. And they lead it 8-5 with 4:13 to go in the third quarter.
and all that started with the flip in the patch to Cole there, from Cole there. And that transition, that was great, smooth transition, quick, get down, and the passes were crisper. And that's what you love to see if you're a Holy Trinity Tiger.
But a quick face-off win by Montverde. Quick shot, low, saved by Justin Cole. Rebound shot, beware as it goes back out. And Holy Trinity possesses it. Roll back, ball comes out for Sanger. Ball up, back down. And Montverde with it. Ball knocked out. Players on the ground. Ball back up in the air. A lot of whistles. They get a push on Holy Trinity. And it's Montverde ball with 3:46 now to go in the third. As Montverde going to run it here. Brandon Williams. Williams streaking through. Cranks a shot that goes awry there through the defense. That was almost a jailbreak shot. Get it away, we'll get it back as they go back behind.
I like that, a jailbreak shot.
Eisenhower rolling through behind the back pass for really no reason there. Ball down, scooped up by Julian Warden. Warden running through, gets through a trail check. Warden going to take it all the way to the box. Warden down the sideline, breaking through. Warden rolls back, looking for a pass, has Dylan Gibson. 4 goals on the night for Gibson. Ball rolls behind Gibson. Gibson cutting through, low shot again. Off the inside pipe, which is a goal, I believe. Refs need to discuss it.
Number 2.
It hits the net. Goal number 5 for Dylan Gibson.
Wow.
And the Tigers jump ahead 9-5 with 2:46 to go in the third quarter. And Gibson that time is up high, right under the crossbar for goal number 5 of the night, 47 of the season. 9-5 Holy Trinity leads. And here they come back to face off, Jackson Bean and Xander Brasher. They tie up for it. Brasher wins it for Montverde. They need a goal here. Pass high. They haul it in that time. Montverde's got to slow it down. They're playing very rushed right now, not getting set, not running plays. And that's what's led to this big Holy Trinity run. As they run it back now to X. Drew Glass taking it all the way. Glass with a short stick, rolls back, needs a pass. He gets doubled. Glass slips through the defense. Oh, what a shot by Drew Glass. And his second goal of the night.
Drew Glass there.
And that's a big one.
From X with the spin dodge. Great job keeping close to the crease for that wraparound shot.
And that's one they really needed.
You know, the other thing, too, I want to chime in here real quick. The one thing that has impressed me in this third quarter about this Holy Trinity team is the fact that you've got probably half the team that battled the flu bug this week. This is the time when they start to wear down. But Holy Trinity has dug down deep, knowing that they've struggled against the higher-ranked teams at this part of the games. Here they are. They've come back. I know they just gave up a goal here. These final 2 minutes are extremely critical to what the Tigers want to do and getting this win tonight. These 2 minutes are huge here in this third quarter.
Holy Trinity sends out a new face-off guy. Chris Moore got a nice first touch on it. Goes out to Montverde. Ball still out right on the sideline. No whistles yet. Good steal by Andrew Turner. Pass to Hawkins. Michael Hawkins takes a shot. Helmet comes off. And Michael Hawkins with a goal number 2 of the night. Number 60. 6-0 on the season for Hawkins. 9-6. 10-6 now. Holy Trinity leads.
I was going to say, great job stepping in there and keeping full concentration on the shot, knowing he was about to get drilled, and getting drilled he did, but he still put it right up there in the left corner.
And that was one of the fastest shots I think I've ever seen. That whipped out of that stick like a lightning bolt into the top of the goal for Hawkins. 10-6, Holy Trinity leads with 1:55 to go in the third quarter.
And, another thing that's, with Holy Trinity here, they've lost majority of the face-offs. Montverde has done a great job with their face-offs, but then Holy Trinity's defense has really made up for it, getting those stick checks and getting themselves extra possessions. That right now I think is one of the biggest differences in this game.
The winner of this game will go on to have a big contest with the number 1 seed Benjamin. That's going to be a tough one. Both these teams fighting tooth and nail right now. I think Holy Trinity jumped early. Yeah, the ref on the far side caught him. He knew it as well. That was number 7, Chris Moore. On the roster, they got 2 Chris Moores, number 7 and number 17. As now, quick moving, Montverde, pass down low, cranks a shot. Taken by the deep hole, number 20 with the save is Layden Brunger. Clear now for Holy Trinity, they need it. Flying down the middle of the field. McNabb, pass. Carrying that stick low, moving it. Now to Julian Warden. Warden going to move it slowly around the top. They get their subs in. 1:20 to go in the third. Holy Trinity with a 4-goal advantage. Warden to Gibson. Gibson to Warden. Gibson will hold it. He's playing catch up top. Gibson to Warden once again. Nobody biting on him.
Holy Trinity kind of trying to use the little two-man game, trying to draw somebody to make somebody grow impatient.
Here they come. Gibson gets right past him with a step. Through the squeeze, Gibson rolls it all the way behind, flings all the way up top. Warden, crank shot low! And another goal for Holy Trinity. Julian Warden.
The assist from Dylan Gibson.
I believe with his second or third goal of the night.
6, Julian Warden.
And with 41 seconds to go in the third quarter, Holy Trinity leads by 5, 11-6.
What a game from Julian Warden. Coming back after the concussion suffered against St. Ed's, and he has come out on fire, ready to go, and just a great performance by him tonight.
Gibson took the dodge, rolled all the way back behind, passed it up top, and Warden finishes from the top of the box to the bottom of the goal, and they lead by 5. As Holy Trinity making those adjustments they needed, rolling up here with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, a 5-goal lead. Face-off kicked out, Bean hits the deck, and it's scooped up by Montverde, flinging it way too high there. They still scoop it up and possess it. Brandon Williams with it. Pass dropped. Ball down. Still fighting. And it's scooped up by Holy Trinity. Pass a little high. It's hauled in by Moore. Chris Moore running down the sideline. Flag down on the check to the helmet by Montverde. Holy Trinity can go man up. Hawkins a great catch there. And they're going to possess it and wait for a no face-off to start the fourth quarter. Hawkins going to get chased. He's in a foot race. 3, 2, and 1. And that is the end of the third quarter here from Holy Trinity. The Tigers with an impressive 5-goal advantage, 11-6 here at the end of the third quarter. And they will start the fourth quarter man up in a crucial last 12 minutes.
What a great third quarter by Holy Trinity Jackson, and I think a statement third quarter at that, in which, listen, they have heard the whispers of their second halves against some of the better teams, and they have really stepped up here to take control of this one with a 5-goal lead heading into the fourth. The winner of this will move on to play the winner of Benjamin and Windermere Prep. That game set to take place coming up on Wednesday night. If Windermere Prep can somehow pull the massive upset, that game would be here if Holy Trinity wins. Otherwise, everybody will be traveling down to Palm Beach and Benjamin. We've been there before, haven't we? All right, as we get set to go here with the start of the fourth quarter, we want to thank, of course, Solutions Property Management. You can check them out on Facebook. The link The actual tag is in the comment section, as is the web address, solutionsrentalsfl.com. And you really got to like the way that Dylan Gibson has stepped up. And, of course, Caleb was mentioning earlier about Julian Warden. And this is a team that's beat up, went through the flu bug this week, and yet here they are with a 5-goal lead against a team that was pretty evenly matched with them coming in. We felt like Holy Trinity had the better team coming into this game completely healthy. They're not. And yet, here they are, 12 minutes away from advancing for the, I believe, the third straight year they will advance to the regional semifinals. But Jackson is all about what's about to happen here. Brooke Sweet and Chris Spalding are going to have something to say about that. But Eric Marr's team has done a terrific job here in this third quarter, not allowing whatever mistakes occurred in the games against the higher-ranked teams to happen.
Yeah, they looked even to take a step up there in the third quarter as they slowly gapped their lead over Montverde, and now with a 5-goal advantage, which isn't necessarily safe yet. You still got 12 minutes to play. You gotta stay strong. Holy Trinity's got the lead they need. See if they can finish strong. As we mentioned, again, they have that advantage. All they got to do is just hang tough at this point.
Yeah, I think Lee from FloridaLacrosse.com is on, and I think the thing that Lee is saying there, and I think he's right, I think they need to stay patient, and I think Holy Trinity needs to make Montverde come get them on offense. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to our producer, Caleb Brown, for the fourth and final quarter. As we get set to go, Holy Trinity leads it by 5, 11-6.
And now Holy Trinity starts the fourth man up, no face-off. They start with possession, and a big possession it is. As I said, man up, and a big opportunity that presents. Hawkins pass back behind. Good ball movement all the way back up top. Move it to Dylan Gibson. Gibson with a step. Back behind, moving the ball around nicely. Looking for a shot. Turner over to Gibson. Quick pass down, rolling through. Behind the back shot. Gets deflected by Julian Warden. They're going to go for the ground ball. Warden lays a nice hit, but the ball rolls out off of
the officials in the stands didn't care for that one.
Nope, Montverde ball taking it up. As they're still man down. Pass across to Brennan Williams. Williams will hold it, trying to kill this penalty here to start the fourth. They trail by 5, can't hold for too long. Williams stepping through. Looking for the pass. Back to Williams. As now they sit all even. Montverde kills a big penalty. Williams cutting through. Pass down, goes high. And that should be a pass, so that will be Holy Trinity ball. Back behind the goal here in what's going to be a crucial fourth quarter.
You know, and if you're Holy Trinity, if there's one thing I want to see eliminated, you know, that last trip down to the opposite cage, there was a behind-the-back shot. It really, not a necessary shot at this point in time. You'd rather just keep the possession.
Brunger flick up the clear. Great catch. Julian Warren with a step. Pass back. Michael Hawkins cranks shot too high. And it's chased by Warden. And it'll still be Holy Trinity ball. Brings it in. Pass. Low shot. Dylan Gibson rolls it in for the double hat trick. Goal number 6 for Gibson, number 48 on the season. And Holy Trinity scores by a game-high 6, 12-6.
Goodness gracious. I mean, I looked down for a moment just to check, make sure our signal was good, and all of a sudden I looked up and the ball was already in the net. I mean, Jackson.
Gibson and Cole, right? Or, you know what, do Gibson and Roma. All right, Gibson and Roma, I'm on the interviews. Good. Morrow, interview. I'll meet you guys in the parking lot afterwards. You good?
Yep.
Don't forget my stuff underneath.
So he gets set to face off again, following the goal. As there's the big face-off. Needed if you're Montverde. That they won't get. Rolling down the sideline.
Ball there by Brogan McNabb.
Brogan McNabb with it. He'll step back, pass. And Bean moves it over to Andrew Turner. Evades a check. Turner moves it across. It's Julian Warden. Warden rolling back across the top. Cutter coming in from the sideline. Warden moves it to Dylan Gibson. The rest of the game, they have no hurry, no rush. Warden back to Gibson, back to Warden. Moving the ball right down to Pagliarini. Pagliarini back up top to Julian Warden. Dylan Gibson. Quick dodge left, rolls back right, pass back behind, over Howkins' head. And possession thrown away there. As back behind, it'll be Montverde getting set to clear up the middle of the field. It's hauled in. Pass down the sideline to Nathaniel Stewart. The long pull onto the offensive. Pass back behind. Montverde rolls back. Glass, good defense by Brunger. Good drive there by Montverde. They forced to pass it out. McTaggart passes up to Brendan Williams. Williams pass back behind. Now they move it. Back inside, McTaggart. Good shot and a great goal at a good angle for Tyler McTaggart. And with 8:46 to go in the game, 12-7. Montverde hanging in there, keeping the goals coming. The assist from Mason Eldridge. And that's a great one. Put it top right corner by McTaggart.
And that was just great of McTaggart waiting for the opening. He didn't rush that one. He kind of allowed the space to open up, and when the space did open up, he shot through the hole and, you know, like I said, put it in at a great angle.
Again, game still definitely not out of reach for the Eagles. Still got 8:46 to go, 5-goal game. Ball goes out, and Jackson Bean got to possess it. He's going to get sandwiched there.
Wins the face-off.
Ball goes out.
Takes a little hit.
It's a clean hit. Well, let's see what the whistle is. No, it's a push. A push on Holy Trinity, which I did not see, but not on the field. Drew Glass rolls back. Glass looking for help. Glass rolling back to X. Pass out to the side. Now all the way up top to Brandon Williams. Williams down the alley. Takes a check, staying on his feet, stumbling. Pass back behind. Montverde needs to keep the goals coming. Glass kick out to Eisenhower. Eisenhower pass dropped by Montverde. Holy Trinity ball on the far side now as they'll bring it in.
Good defense.
With 8 minutes to go in this one. 5-goal lead for Holy Trinity. 12-7. Pass back, Justin Cole. Cole to clear. Phipps with the ball. Back to Cole. Cole flips in Dylan Gibson. Gibson looking to run the field all by himself. Dylan Gibson down the sideline, steps it into the box. And now back to time. Wasting mode with 7.5 minutes still to play. Gibson to Warden.
If a shot presents itself, obviously you take the shot, but, you know, like you said, just waste time here. Play a little two-man game, force them to come up, and, you know, like I said, someone's bound to come open because someone's going to get impatient here.
Warden rolls back behind. Hold the ball back over to Howkins. Howkins, quick move. Rolling back across. Howkins looking for a pass, driving through. Pass, shot, moving around. Good move inside. Saved by Chahansky. Bad clear. They go out and get it. Ball goes on the ground and goes to Julian Warden. Warden flicks one inside. Great pass. Shot and a goal by number 15. Nate Combs off the assist from Julian Warden as he was stumbling, flicked it back to Combs for his first goal of the night. And Holy Trinity back ahead by 6 with 6.5 minutes to go in the game. They lead it 13-7.
Great job on that flicking like over the back type pass, and Combs keeping concentration, catch, shoot, goal.
And they'll head back to face off. Montverde, you got to start scoring some goals and play some defense on the other end. They're playing good defense, but you got to stop the goals. They're going in too quick. Chahanski's letting them in. Defense has got to prevent those kind of opportunities from presenting themselves. You got to get that ground ball, get it back to your goalie, and get a good clear. If you can't get a good opportunity, take one of your timeouts.
Nice
Good face-off win by Brasher. Pass back to the long pole. Up the field. It is Eisenhower. Eisenhower straight down the middle. Pass out right down at GLE. Woodland stepping it all the way up to the top of the box. Down the alley they go. Back behind. Good ball movement right now by Montverde. Eldridge. Pass misses, and that's another. Oh, that was a shot.
Shot high by Eisenhower.
Shot high by Seth Eisenhower with the shot for the Eagles. And they're going to roll it back behind. Pass to Eldridge. Quick dodge, rolling through by Glass. He roll dodge back. Outside, shot off the post for Montverde. And a lucky break for Holy Trinity there. Montverde ball on the sideline. 5:46 to go. They trail by 6 goals. And the goals don't, if the goals don't start coming fast, this one might slowly slip out of reach for Montverde. Pass missed. It's a 3-on-1 for Montverde on the ground ball. They got to win it. And it's offside on Montverde. Holy Trinity ball with 5.5 minutes to play.
You almost feel like there's a little bit of panic starting to set in. You know, look, this Montverde is calm and collective, but you almost feel it, like, you know, the shakes are starting.
Gibson outside, or that is Michael Hawkins, rather. Hawkins possessing it, rolling down all the way back behind. 5 minutes remaining. Holy Trinity with a 6-goal lead. It is now crunch time for the Eagles. Quick steal. This is a big opportunity. Fast break. Put it in the hands of a long pole. Quick pass, low. Pass down to GLE. Pass across. They need it. They will get it. Goal, Montverde. And that was a possession they had to score on, and they do it on the fast break.
Eagles goal.
Finished down low by number, I believe, 5, Drew Glass with a hat trick.
Drew Glass.
And just as I say that, they tell me to know my role and shut my mouth.
13-8, still with 4:42 to go, 5-goal game. It's still crunch time. It's still score pretty much every possession. But, I mean, the way they've been winning face-offs, if they can start scoring quick off face-offs, this would be right within reach in a few minutes. But they only have a few minutes. Back to face-off. It's Chris Moore once again for Holy Trinity. And it's Xander Brasher for Montverde. Face-off again, Brasher. Quick win. Taking it quick on attack. Quick pass. Eisenhower, the through pass misses. And that's going to be an unforced turnover for Montverde. You needed that one because that was a great look across.
Yeah.
And Cole with the ball to clear for Holy Trinity. 4.5 minutes and counting. Down the sideline, it's caught. Brought up by Hudson Sanger. Clear, dropped on the ground. Still looking to possess it. Combs. Nate Combs running it behind. Number 1 goal this possession. Run as much clock as humanly possible. Hawkins running it all the way up to the top of the box. And he's going to run it all the way back. Montverde's pretty much been told, follow him everywhere. That's number 0's job. That is Ryan Peterson. Now it's number 3, Nathaniel Stewart. They got to play the ball. You can't just let them stand out there cradling. Great wrap check by Xander Brasher. They don't get the ground ball, though. Pagliarini will get tripped. Holy Trinity will go man up with 3.5 minutes to go. And reality may be starting to set in for Montverde, as this is going to be crucial. If Holy Trinity can score here, could that be the nail in the coffin for the Eagles?
You know, and how fitting, you know, would it be for Holy Trinity to seal up this win against the team that eliminated them last year in the regional semis 1 round earlier?
Yeah, this is big time. They got to finish out this game. 3.5 minutes. Man up for Holy Trinity with a 5-goal advantage over the team that eliminated them last year, Montverde Academy. They move it back across the field. Julian Warden still getting chased. They're man down. The game plan is still the same. Howkins scoops it up. Pressured, passes out all the way up top. Stepping in, Warden. Pass to Pagliarini, misses it. And it's going to get scooped out by the goalie, Chehansky. He gets pressed. And it's going to be whistles and a timeout. And a good one taken by Montverde. 3 minutes to go in the game. Holy Trinity with a 5-goal advantage. Montverde not trying to kill a penalty. They need to kill the lead.
And again, we'd like to thank Solutions Property Management. Information is at the bottom of your screen. Give them a call at 321-684-7793. Find them online. Again, their website posted here in the comments section. www.solutionsrentalsfl.com. For the best in property management, give Solutions Property Management the call.
3 minutes to go. 5-goal lead. Never say never. But I feel like if Montverde can't convert on this possession, man up, man down, all even, doesn't matter. The scenario's the same. You have to score.
Yes.
And you got to win a face-off, score again. It's like an onside kick in football. You got to keep getting it and taking it back. It's not over. I've seen switches faster than this. But it's the playoffs. And this is a team like Holy Trinity we're talking about. It's getting close. And Holy Trinity can taste that, and Montverde can start to feel that set in. But never say never.
Okay, Justin Bieber. Actually, what does that say about me that I know that's a Justin Bieber song? So it was a dig at you, eventually just turned into reversing it on me. Oh, well. The story of my life.
Is it saying the game's not over till Caleb sings? If that's the case, then this game's over.
Ball brought in by McTaggart.
McTaggart taking it up for Montverde. Adam, man, across the field jumping for joy. Cohen Woodland, who eventually gets the ball now. Woodland rolls back. They're still man down. Good pressure. Ball down, kicked out. Their whistles. They get the push on Holy Trinity. Montverde ball. Pass back behind. Got to see some off-ball movement. They got to get open for Glass. Quick pass inside. Woodland had it. Dropped. McTaggart with it. Ball comes out. Flag down.
Hey, I'll give him credit. He lobbied for his call.
I think it was a hold on Holy Trinity, which,
like I said, good lobbying for the call.
and now that makes them all even, 5-on-5. 2:27 now to go. Montverde's got to get some shots. They got to move off the ball. You got to get open, cut, wear the defense down, find a gap. Every second you waste standing there looking for help, that's a second you could be scoring the goals that you need. 5 goals, 2.5 minutes. It's going to get tough. Pass back up top. Eisenhower. Ball movement, moving it behind. Move it out now. Cranks a shot, deflected by the long pole. Chasing it. It's Montverde ball. 2 minutes to go now here from Holy Trinity. Griffin Brunger in there on defense. Pass down behind. Pass Once again, all the way up top. Shot, crank, save by Justin Cole. And that's a huge save. Defender slips on the clear. Scooped up by Montverde. Crank shot, goal for Montverde. And the one they needed, they get it.
Eagle goal.
Jacob Willis.
Jake Willis.
With under 2 minutes to go. 4-goal game, 13-9. But that doesn't bail them out yet. But that is definitely what they needed, especially after the shot got saved and it looked like a clear could have started to soak this one away. They get a steal and a goal. 4-goal game, 2 minutes. You want to be at least within 2 goals at the 1 minute mark to set yourselves up.
Couldn't agree more.
That's the thing. If you start tiring down a defense, that's when the runs come. If they can just win this faceoff, run down the field, and score, that could have some longing effects. Big face-off. Fight for it. Physicality. And it's Holy Trinity ball. That's an interesting call because on the initial tie-up, I believe it was Bean had his stick on the helmet of Brasher. Whistles. Timeout Montverde, their final timeout with 1.5 minutes to go. They trail by 4. And this possession for Holy Trinity, as long as they stand in the box, they could soak this one away and win and advance to play Benjamin.
Or Windermere Prep again. You know, you never know.
I think I saw the score earlier. Benjamin played earlier today. Their game time was, I believe, 5 o'clock. I can check the final.
Well, okay, well then. Listen.
I saw it in like third grade. 21-2, Benjamin with the win.
Okay.
So the winner here will go on down to Benjamin in the second round. This is a huge possession for Holy Trinity. Not because they have really any pressure. They just got to stand there and avoid the stick checks and what's to come.
I'd also like to thank again Liz Norton and Solutions Property Management for the best in property management. Go to their website, post it in our comments and in the tag. Their Facebook page is tagged up in our description. They do a great job. They do the best job in property management, dealing with those renting your property and dealing with all the finances and everything. They have everything down to a science, and just a great company, great people to have watching over your rentals.
So here we go. 1:38 to go. Holy Trinity with a 4-goal advantage. Dylan Gibson with the ball on the near side. Immediately going to be double teamed. He's just going to clear out. And here they go. They're just going to try and run the clock. They're going to be, defense going to be on his hands at all times. Gibson's just running a track race.
I love it.
And a great play by the goalkeeper, breaking it up. Montverde with the ball. Got to clear it. Great stop by Hawkins. Holy Trinity gets it back. Up ahead, Pagliarini puts the nail in the coffin. Jake Pagliarini with 1:16 to go. 14-9. Holy Trinity leads it. And it may be time to set in for Holy Trinity. If they can hold on for 1 more minute, they will be moving on to play Benjamin and get past Montverde after getting knocked out last round, or last season.
Look, you want to talk Benjamin. Benjamin is giving Holy Trinity, I should say Brevard County, fits in many sports. Soccer, lacrosse last year. It's another opportunity, and these boys have been waiting for it.
5 goals, a minute to go. I said Montverde need to cut to 2 goals with 1 minute to go, not let up another one.
Nice win and clear there.
McTaggart, pass up ahead. Pass, bouncing out, scooped up by Woodland. Woodland dodging in, cranks a shot, saved by Justin Cole with under a minute to play. Holy Trinity, Leighton Brunger flicking it out to the near side. There they go, cutting through the defense like
Nice play there by Hudson
hot
Sanger.
knife to butter. Hudson Sanger moves it into Pagliarini. Up ahead, McNabb. 30 seconds to go. And that's just 30 seconds for Holy Trinity to waste. a little bit more of a difficult victory formation. Not quite just a knee like football, but all you're doing is passing the ball around. Crowd's loving it. 10 seconds to go for the Holy Trinity Tigers. Move it up top, haul it in, and Holy Trinity gets past Montverde this year. The Holy Trinity Tigers are moving on to the regional semifinals, 14-9. What a win, what a performance. 6 goals by Dylan Gibson is going to be our player of the game tonight. What a finish, what a game. As Holy Trinity puts together a near perfect game, all 4 quarters to run away, hold on, and finish the win, 14-9.
Great job by Holy Trinity, sticking together, doing the small things right, getting the clears, the simple passing and catching. Sometimes that's enough to win you playoff lacrosse.
Yeah, what a performance. They played all 4 quarters like they needed to, limited the mistakes, played the full game, and a 5-point win is what to come of it. Holy Trinity will have Benjamin coming up in the semifinals. Be a big matchup.
And we like to thank our sponsor one last time, Solutions Property Management, Liz Norton and that crew. Give them a call at 321-684-7793 and find them online at www.solutionsrentalsfl.com.
With that, wrap up here from Holy Trinity. Final score once again, Holy Trinity 14, Montverde Academy 9. Thanks everyone for tuning in for the Montverde Eagles. For the Holy Trinity Tigers, for Alan Zlotowski, for Caleb Brown, I'm Jackson Robb. Have a great night, everybody, and make it a sports night.